The secret to growing old gracefully is as simple as one concept. If you want to grow old gracefully, all you really have to do is one broad spectrum thing. If you want to have healthy teeth as you grow old, you've got to brush your teeth. If you want to have a healthy body, strong, limber, as you grow older, you have to exercise and stretch that body. If you want to have good insides with proper function and healthy nutrients, you've got to eat well for your entire life. Here's what you need to know about growing old gracefully. The secret, actually, before I tell you the secret, oftentimes people will come into my office and they'll say, well, I've been told I have a bad hip on the right, and my hip is bad, or my shoulder is bad on the right, because it's just old. Meanwhile, none of the other joints in their bodies have deteriorated. And so I ask you, how old are those other joints? Are they the same age as the bad hip? Or was there something wrong? Something that was left unattended, uncorrected, unoptimized, that led to the deterioration of that single joint over time with wear and tear? Because clearly, if you're 65 years old and all your joints are 65, it would make sense that all your 65-year-old joints would be bad at the same time, wouldn't they? Something's missing. The logic, the thinking is so poor, so stupid when people tell you this, that it's hard to believe that they have licenses to practice any type of healthcare. It just doesn't make sense. You wouldn't think that about anything else. You wouldn't think that one fender of your car is older than the other fender, so it makes sense that that fender rusts quicker. It's so stupid. Anyway, back to the secret. The secret, as horrible as it is, as difficult as it may sound, is so simple. Anybody can do it if you put your mind to it. The secret is you have to do the work. You have to think proactively, and you've got to do the work before problems start. Before you reach the age that you want to be super functional at. You can't wake up the day before your 65th birthday and say, I want to be in great health when I'm 65, after you've led a life of overeating, no exercise, not brushing, not taking care of your body, not getting adjusted by a chiropractor and expecting to have a perfect spine, not doing the things that you need to do to create what you want. You didn't not save for retirement and expect to be a millionaire, did you? Because if you did, you're going to be in for a surprise. No one expects to not do the work and get the return. And if they do, they're almost always sorely disappointed. The world doesn't work that way. Me wishing for a brand new Ferrari that drives into my 32,000 square foot mansion in the Bahamas doesn't happen unless I do the work. That's not my goal. Now, unfortunately, like I said, this is one of the hardest things to do, hardest things to grasp. You've got to do the work. If you do the work, the odds will be in your favor, and that's all you can hope for. But if you think you're going to be able to do it last minute, it's going to be too late. So, from the standpoint of overall health, exercise, stretching, diet, common things that you do like brushing and making sure that you're well nourished and you have the right vitamins and you're taking them and you are trying not to get sick and you're getting a lot of sleep and resting your body and getting chiropractic care. There's no such thing as a spine transplant. What are you going to do if it breaks down? What are you going to do if you can't bend over? What are you going to do if you can't get a good night's sleep because your back hurts so bad, because it's misaligned and arthritic and pushing on nerves? What are you going to do if you can't look up, you can't turn around, and you can't sit down for more than 5 minutes because your spine is shot? The only healthcare professionals that focus their entire lives on the health of the spine with a non-invasive, non-medicine format of prevention and health is the chiropractor. If you're not seeing a chiropractor, you're missing one of the biggest pieces to the long-term health equation for your life. It's just as simple as that. You can stretch, you can go to yoga, you can go to PT, all you want. But the fact of the matter is, those don't do what a chiropractor does. They are fantastic in their own right, but they are designed to do very specific things. And you're not going to get those specific things anywhere but in a chiropractic office. Nowhere but in a chiropractic office will someone take care of your spine the way that a chiropractor does. Remember, I beat this to death, but remember, the second leading cause of lost days at work in America is back pain and back problems. It doesn't matter if you're working or not, it'll still happen. So if you've retired, if you plan on retiring, doesn't make one bit of difference, that statistic, other than the fact that 80% of Americans will experience terrible back pain at some point in time that's debilitating, whether you're working it or not. Take care of your spine, people. There's no such thing as a spine transplant. There's no such thing as spinal implants like there are for teeth. There's no such thing, okay, as a surgery that will correct all of your spine problems. There's no such thing as a surgery that will correct most of your spine problems. Okay? It's a complicated network of joints, bones, ligaments, tendons, muscles, and nerves that is just complicated. And like with anything complicated, there's a lot of points of failure if you don't maintain them. So maintain them through chiropractic care. You are awesome. I'm awesome. We are all awesome. And we're going to have a great day, and we're going to take to heart this idea that if we want something, we have to do the work. Thanks for joining me on my morning commute. I appreciate you. I appreciate the time, the extra time that it took to watch this extra long video of mine. And as I said, I hope you have a great day, a great week. Take care.